Guys, I have heard the word family so many times in this film that I almost felt like I watched Bagban. Of course, except those bunch of annoying kids in the film. Not kidding. Oh, by the way, if you didn't get which film I'm talking about the recent release Hum Do Hamare Do that is streaming on Disney Plus Hotstar from 29th of October. I just finished watching the film and I'm so excited to share my review. And before that, welcome to Bollywood Bug. This is Shreyoshi. Today I'm going to review Hum Do Hamare Do. So do watch this video. Also watch it till the end because that's where I'm going to tell you which are the things that I really liked about the film and which were like about the film. So watch it till the end. And so, who are we waiting for? Let's get started. Hum Do Hamare Do is a rom-com movie that is directed by Dinesh Vijan and produced by Maddock Films. First, let me give you a synopsis of the film as always. So, the story revolves around the love story of two, Dhruv and Anya. The character of Dhruv played by Rajkumar Rao and the character of Anya played by, of course, Kriti Sanon. The two eventually falls in love with each other. But that's when Dhruv finds out that Anya really wants to marry a guy who has a very loving family. But our Dhruv sadly doesn't have one because he's an orphan. But of course, he's our hero. He's not going to give up on love. So he goes on to find fake parents in the market. And obviously, it's not a very easy task to find fake parents in the market. So after a lot of hustle, he really finds out two people who gets convinced to play his parents. One is Purushottam, played by Paresh Rawal, and the other is Deepti, the character played by Ratna Pathak Shah. And both of them gets convinced to play his parents just because they have a past connection with the character of Dhruv, which you will find out in the film. So, what next? Did Anya get impressed by his family? Of course, yes. Does the truth get revealed? If so, will Anya still be interested in accepting his fake family as her in-laws? Well, to find it out, you have to watch the film where? Yes, on Disney Plus Hotstar. Okay, now if I have to talk about the direction of the film, which is done by Dinesh Vijan, I would say that he directed the film very smartly. He followed the recipe of every hit family drama film, combining love, emotion, drama, comedy, everything. But the problem is, when you are a follower, you cannot deliver something innovative. I admit that the story, the message behind the film is innovative, but the treatment of the film is not. I mean to say that if you have watched films like Bala, Bareli Ki Barfi, Shadi Mein Zaroor Aana, Luka Chupi, you would more or less understand and guess what is going to happen next or at the end of the film. So this is just one of those films which have a social message veiled under light comedy. And we have seen such films. So overall, for me, the direction is smart but not very innovative. Okay, now talking about cinematography, which is done by Amalendu Chaudhary. Of course, he did a good job in capturing the emotions and the scenes quite beautifully. But having said that, there were not too many unique shots that you can still remember even after watching the film. I just liked one scene in particular, which is Dhruv's proposal scene. I think all of you will go, "Aww," after watching this scene. So I think that scene was quite unique and appealing to me. Now let's discuss acting performances. This is a Rajkumar Rao film, so you can definitely expect some great acting. And Rajkumar himself did a very good job in the role of Dhruv. But again, this is not something he has not done before. His character was very similar to the character he played in Shadi Mein Zaroor Aana. So it was not very difficult for Raj to pull off this character. Kriti Sanon did Kriti Sanon as she does in every film, I guess. I had really liked her in the film Mimi because that's where she did something different with her performance. But again, she is back to being a happy-go-lucky, optimistic girl in this film, and I think she was being more of Kriti Sanon than being Anya in this film. But what I really liked about her character, I think it's her look basically. So I really liked that not so short hair, and the specs worked really well and she looked very beautiful in this film. In the side actors, Apar Shakti Khurana, darling, you're wasting all your talent just playing the role of a friend or a brother of the main lead actor. And he has nothing different to do in this film as well. So I think his comedy timing also didn't work in this film, honestly. And just by adding a turban on his head doesn't make him look different or doesn't make his performance any different. And I think he could have made the character much more vibrant in this film, but he did not. Ratna Pathak Shah played her role really well. I think she delivered a great performance as is expected from her, and the character of Deepti suited so well on her. But the man who stole the show is definitely Paresh Rawal, who played the character of Purushottam. I think he nailed the character, and he can make a not so funny line or a not so funny dialogue seem hilarious, and he did that. So don't worry, guys, Paresh Rawal will definitely keep you engaged and entertained throughout the film. About the dialogues, so there are quite a few funny dialogues in the film, especially the ones delivered by Paresh Rawal. But having said that, there are not too many funny dialogues in the film that will make you like fall from your bed laughing. Also, the emotional dialogues related to family and the importance of family could have been much more impactful, especially because the entire film revolves around this theme of family importance. I think dialogues associated to that should have been written in a more well thought manner. Now about the songs. So there are in total 6 songs in the film, out of which 5 are within the film and 1 comes at the end of the film. Out of all the songs, the ones that I really liked are Kamli, Vera Sajaya, Moje Karam, and of course the party song Basuri. I really like the picturization of the songs Kamli and Vera Sajaya in particular. And thanks to the director for deciding to keep the Basuri song at the end of the film and not within it, because it does not suit the context of the film at all. But having said that, the song is really fun to watch, and this is that kind of a song that you can enjoy and dance to. So I like that song Basuri, and I really enjoyed the picturization of it as well. So here's the bonus section where I'm going to tell you the things that I really liked in the film and the ones that I did not enjoy. Firstly, I really like the story's message, which is to say that you don't need to have a blood connection in order to have a family. Sweet, nice, and important to address. Second thing is the music, which is given by Sachin and Jigar. I think the music worked very well and it actually enhanced each and every scene in the film. Third is the cast. Every actor was such a right fit for the characters they played that it worked so perfectly for the film. And now about the things that I did not really enjoy. Firstly, the film tried to showcase 2 parallel love stories, one between Dhruv and Anya, other one between Purushottam and Deepti. Now in trying to showcase 2 love stories, they failed to focus on any one of them properly. I especially could not really feel the emotion behind the love story of Purushottam and Deepti, and it somehow looked so forced. Second thing that I did not enjoy is the fact that the film does not have a high comedy quotient. I mean, come on, such a film should be so high on comedy, and it's not. So it's a great disappointment. And the third thing is that the entire film is so predictable. As I already said, that if you have seen films with a social message veiled under comedy, you would absolutely guess what is going to happen next, and you can just assume what's going to happen at the end of the film. So it automatically kills the curiosity of the audience, right? So it's verdict time. This film is a feel-good movie. If you are free this weekend, you can definitely watch it. If you want to spend some good time with your family, you can have a great time with your family watching it together. But don't expect something innovative from this film. Don't expect this film to have a huge impact in your life or change your life in some way. And honestly speaking, it's good to watch just for a time pass. If you ask me to rate it, I will give it a 3.5 out of 5. So this was all about Hum Do Hamare Do. If you like this video, then do give us a big thumbs up. Also, share it with your friends and do subscribe to the channel. Also, let me know in the comment section below whether you agree with my review or not. If you want to watch more such videos and reviews, then do check out our videos here. And I will see you in the next movie review video. Till then, it's me, Shreyoshi, signing off.